Cosplaying is the art of dressing up, period. I have been cosplaying since 2014, so about 6 years now, but I have been dressing up my whole life. We are huge nerds, and when we got into, my sisters and I, when we got into anime, when I was in high school, we were just, blown away by, CMVs, cosplay music videos, where people would go to conventions and they do music videos with cosplay, and that's kind of where it all started. And then it took us a couple of years to actually go to conventions and cosplay, but mostly it's just by seeing other people have fun, and I wanted to join in.
What do you like about cosplaying?
I like having something as a creative outlet. I used to draw a lot, and then I think this is a way to have that creative outlet and do creative things, but also in a way where I get to make it a physical thing.
I remember the first costumes I made for Haley and your oldest sister, Jessica. They were princess dresses, and they were top notch. It's just been focused for the last 7 years. But we've always, since you guys were little, had costumes and stuff, so. She does a lot of researching. She does a lot of YouTube videos to find out how to mold things and how other people do ears or makeup or making jewels, or I don't know. She does a lot of research, but that's her personality. She has a tendency to do a lot of research about so many things.
So this is the first big wig I ever styled. This is my rose quartz from Steven Universe wig, and it has so many memories in it. The base wig was the first cosplay that I ever made myself. It was back in 2014. I cosplayed her before her, or 15, whatever. My first convention, I went and I cosplayed Rose Quartz, and nobody knew who I was because her full design wasn't released, and I looked nothing like what was released anyway. The following year, I was like, hey, let's redo it. So this wig is a combination of the base wig, 2 other wigs added to it, a wig added on top, and 4 ponytail clips that I have just been continuously adding on for the past couple years. There was a convention that we went to in January that was everybody was quoting TikTok stuff, and I was like, whatever, I'm not doing a TikTok. And then, the summer came around and more people were using it, and I was like, well, let's see how it is. So I posted a video of just me lip syncing, and it looked bad. And then I set up, Lexi let me use her stand, and I did it in front of my closet as Rose Quartz, because that was an easy cosplay that I could just put my stuff on and do it. And so I did a couple TikToks in very poor lighting with filters and my Rose Quartz, and I just started doing a ton of Rose Quartz, and then I didn't do any more until the convention we went to in November, because I had the tripod that I set up in the hotel room, and I did 3, and then I didn't do anything until New Year's. And so I started doing more. I posted some more B stuff. I did my first Critical Role stuff in April and March. Shira, I did Cinderella, and eventually I also did Scorpia. And I've done more cosplays this past year than I have the last 5 or 6 years I've been cosplaying. So instead of doing big cosplays, because my problems for previous years was that I would do big cosplays, I would do maybe like 2 or 3 big cosplays a year, maximum of 3. 2 or 3 big cosplays a year, and then nothing else. And I would always moan and be like, why don't I have any simple cosplays or closet cosplays? Because of COVID, I have been doing a lot of characters that I never would have worn to conventions, but I've always wanted to cosplay them. I've been doing them. I really just miss going to conventions. That whole atmosphere of we're all nerds and losers and people who just invest their time, their money, and their lives into dressing up as fictional characters. And that energy and that feeling of these are people who know me, who know the kind of vibe that I have, who will not judge me for dressing up as, you know, this intergalactic space criminal in a ball gown or a little creepy goblin girl. Like, these people don't judge you based off of the fact that you dress up. And it's not something that you can find online or on TikTok or anything like that. It's something that it feels this energy of, this is where I belong.
Stupid. Stop being so stupid. Be at me. Did you film it? Look at the cameras!